Wayne over here at the Ram Man Inc. So I've created a little bit of a firestorm over this Rourke character. Why do I have a hard on for this guy? Well, he's an arrogant, lying thief. So, here's the details. We'll boil it down real fast. He's up there in Maryland, and he bought a second-generation Mopar power unit. Most people don't know it, but it's been a market secret, but all the second-generation Mopar power units, all those new components out there on the internet, I developed them. Yeah, I said it. A big old company in the brake business contacted me in 2010 and said, would I be interested? I thought they were joking. Anyway, that's a long story. The Mopars didn't have any brakes. There wasn't no place to go buy any new parts, aftermarket or whatever, like Ford and Chevrolet was just saturated and stuff. So, you know, here, these original tandem Bendix boosters, they're so damn rare. They're in the same category as Moon Rocks. You can't find them $800, $900, $1,000 for a damn brake booster. So we came up with second generation components. Super good copies of the original, but on the booster, the only main drawback, and it was because of financial reasons, is the original tandem Bendix booster has this rear hub that's this size. Here's an example with the guts pulled out. So that little hole in the firewall is too small, and you have to trim it a little bit. And I really didn't want to do that, but they told me, Wayne, want to use some overseas guts like a Volvo. They're modern, they even work better. It'll actually be more powerful, but the drawback is the hub's a little bit bigger for the flow. And I said, well, we're not going to get no second gen units, or we are. And I said, go ahead and run with it. So we knew that was going to be a problem from the beginning. And when they came in and they were all done after production, we started sending them out. The first couple of them, we were getting these busted hubs. I got experience with that. This is like two that came back in the early days with busted hubs. And where that comes from, we put it in our booklet, warning people over and over again about that situation. My little girl. See, we got a full page in the booster install paperwork right here. Went so far as showing a past customer, red. There's your B-body firewall hole. Just about 1/4 of an inch, you know, behind the plate and the booster. You got a trim for the hub to fit. Yada, yada, yada. Warning. Don't do. So, that's what goes off. Well, a few days after shipping this thing, we get a call back from this guy's mechanic. And he said the stuff seems to be working okay, but he hears this noise like from the back of the booster or up underneath the dash. Well, you know, since I'm not a dipshit and I've been around one or two of these things, I knew immediately what the problem was, that the rear hub had been busted and it was leaking, and it only leaks really when you depress the pedal. So I already knew what the problem was. So it's like, okay, tell them, you know, box it up and all this stuff. So they didn't pay attention to the directions and all that, so box it up. And so here's the thing. The guy knew that he broke the shit. They assembled it all back together in a deceptive measure, trying to cover it up and hide it. They didn't pay attention to the warnings. And the old boy wouldn't take little responsibility. You know what he told my little girl? He told him that it's defective. And then later on in another email, you know what he said? He said, well, I got me a new car, Wayne. You don't understand. I got first in Maryland stuff, new paint. I told my mechanic to, shit, that old Ram man, he don't know fucking nothing. We ain't trimming shit. You stick that damn booster in there so I can get ready for the show. I don't give a shit. He told his old boy to completely disregard it. And that's all right if you're going to own up. But then when we confronted him about it, he says, you know what? I broke your shit. I told him, fuck all that. And I'm going to get my money back too. That's right. I fucked up your shit, and I'm going to turn it in on my credit card, and I'm just going to tell him it's defective. Told me, not really me, he's talking to Kate, my little girl, right? The one that runs the office, helps y'all people out. Told her, you know what? Just go eat shit and die. Yeah. Said, gon' fuck us and steal money. Sure did. God bless you. God bless America. And happy Mopar. And I still don't like that sumbitch. Sumbitch.